Hello everyone, this is Cody Soltis from ConsciousLove.org, here for your weekly Angel Oracle card reading and energy forecast for the week of August 17th, a Monday, to Sunday, August 23rd. This week, I have two decks out that I'm very excited to introduce you guys to. The first is the Return of Spirit Oracle card decks by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I love her, and this is one of the decks that really got me really trusting my intuition. There's just these beautiful fractal images that you guys will get to see, as well as just one or two words on it. I love it. It's perfect. Each time I pick up a card, it means something different, and it really helped me start listening to, you know, the messages streaming into me instead of, you know, what the card is saying. We're not reading the card, we're reading the energy. The cards are just tools, and this is a fantastic one if you think you're ready to bridge the gap, I'll say, to start getting away from those ones that might be too wordy in doing the work for you. This is a fantastic one, I'd say, to help you just jump up a few steps. In addition, we have another Doreen Virtue deck. This is Angel Answers. It's by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. They're the ones who worked on, you know, her famous Angel Tarot cards. I believe the Guardian Angel Tarot as well, but that might just be Doreen. But definitely the Angel Power Tarot deck as well. Maybe you guys will see them one day. Yeah, so before I dive into this week's readings, I want to say thank you guys so much for your continued support. It's probably, yeah, week 1, week 2, roughly. I don't know how long I've been on air. But you guys have continued to be supportive. You guys have been subscribing, which I am thrilled about. I'm up to 33, and hey, that's double the last time I got excited, so hopefully the trend continues in that direction. I also have a few of you who requested your free readings, and I'm definitely going to do that probably right now after I finish these weeklies. However, I want to make the disclaimer to everyone out there that I got like 4 requests. I think I'm going to cap at 10, only because I would love to keep doing free readings and to like get the publicity, but a source tells me and other light workers tell me that you want to be careful with that, and I agree. I have a habit of giving and giving and giving too much without any energetic exchange. So I just want to make sure that, you know, the spiritual services aren't taking advantage of, which they won't be. But yeah, I'm excited, and again, I want to be doing this as a legitimate profession, not just, you know, something to pass the time with. Again, it's my spiritual work as much as it is your spiritual work. I do want to say, guys, these readings have been coming true. Again, that's not a shock to me. They're not like fortune telling, woo, it's just forecasts and it's angelic guidance. I've had Scorpio friends who finally had an awakening, which is a big, profound, energetic moment, which, you know, manifests in many different ways for different people. Some people have epiphanies, some people, you know, have astral visions, I'll say, or just truly spiritual moments that are life-changing, I'll say. So hopefully you guys have been feeling that as well. Yeah, same thing with me. I always give these messages and I always forget that they apply to me as well, and then always, like clockwork, midweek I'm like, bam, I get hit with it. And it's like I should have taken my own guidance. I should have paid attention. But again, that's how I work. I say these messages to you guys, and including myself, for the week ahead. And sometimes it makes sense, but again, it's not about avoiding the future that's coming. It's just, you know, helping you be aware of it. It's not to, you know, completely disarm it. And really, I find myself going back and rewatching these throughout the week, and at the end of the week to review, oh, that's how it manifested. And I get good retrospection as well as, you know, foresight for the future. So I hope you guys are doing that as well. Again, I'm not fishing for views. Purely, it's kind of about doing the spiritual work, I think, to be making sure that I'm tuning into the guidance being received. And I've been getting some personal guidance for me that's really difficult to deal with. I've been getting a lot of, you know, don't hope for relationships, be working on your physical self, which is very hard for me to be doing. I don't, like, I hear those guidances and sometimes they're stern and they're just like, hey, you need to be doing this. It's part of you. You need to take care of this. And I'm working through some of those, you know, negative thoughts that we've been raised with and trying to overcome my own pessimism, I'll say. So again, it's because we're spiritual does not absolve us from the realities of this human experience. We're meant to be going through these things. And as an angel communicator and medium, it's all about loving guidance, not about living life for you. So I pray that you guys are having a fantastic week and will continue to have a fantastic week. I hope you guys enjoy my new backdrop. I went to a gem fair today and I got these lovely tapestries and I really like this one. As well as this amazing, I spent way too much money on this. I'm not going to tell you how much. It's a meditation sound bowl and it's ginormous. And if I can find one of the mallets, I'm going to drop it, but it's really cool. And it's beautiful, and I can just see it, you know, in place for my future apartment or whatever. Okay, I'm rambling. And they're saying no. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this has been a hard week for me, actually. So if you have any words of encouragement, I would really appreciate that. My job's picking up and I really want to be continuing doing these things. I really want this to become not just my hobby, like it's my calling. And I guess I need a little bit of help feeling validated in that. But yeah, that's a me thing. That's an ego thing I gotta work out. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support watching these videos. I know you've been waiting a really long time for me to stop talking about my week. So let's get into these readings, okay? Hello, fire signs. This message is for my Leos, my Sagittariuses, and my Aries. So for you guys, the angels want to work with the Angel Answers deck. So I'm curious as to what's going to pop out here for you guys. Ooh, they're saying I really need a shuffle. That's rare. The past couple of times I've been doing these readings, it's always just been flip, flip, here you go. Hardly shuffle. Yeah, but they're saying you gotta mix this up, bro. Okay, and I'm gonna say, sometimes the angels are hysterical, okay? Like, I'm sorry, they judge me. They always tell me that, you know, in a loving way, that, like, just how weird and dorky I am. Okay, cool. Nice, sweet, and to the point. I'm trying to do less and less cards. This might come up. So, okay, ooh, okay, I'll take that. So let's start here. I have 4 cards over here. Okay. So our first card, which is our theme of the week, and the theme that you really need to be focusing on is abundance. Good things are coming your way. Believe it. You're being pessimistic and you're doubting yourself in the universe. We don't want that. Have patience that the good things are coming, or that the good things are already around you, okay? And please know that there is a divine law of abundance, which means you get exactly what you need when you need it. You are always taken care of. So if you're feeling that you have less, there's only one of 2 things that could be possible. 1, you're creating that reality with your own scarcity consciousness, or 2, you have exactly what you need and you don't need those extra things. So let's see here. We have a challenge, and our challenge is to wait. Again, very similar to our air signs. And I normally, yeah, go check out that video maybe. That might speak to you as well. Your challenge is to wait. What are you saying? Okay. Wait for the divine glory of God to come your way. You're pushing. You felt separated from source for a very long time. You felt alone on your path for a very long time, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting to feel connected again. And maybe you feel disconnected from God because of all the lack that you think is around you. Whoa. And they are waving the finger. You have exactly what you need, honey. Also, you created part of this reality. Again, it's a co-creation. You disconnected from us. We never left you. So don't be waiting for a miracle to happen to reaffirm your spirituality. Okay? Because that's not how it works. The same thing reminding me of those Facebook things where it's like, repost this if you love Jesus and he'll grant you a miracle. If you don't, you're going to hell. And it's like, that's not how it works. It's just not. The universe is not a genie to just make magical things happen for you because you do X, Y, and Z. It's about co-creating your reality. And you haven't been working with God, so I'm getting a sense that you're feeling a little ticked off that things haven't been going your way. And I really got a strong feeling that you've been feeling a little disconnected spiritually. A little bit. Some of you more so than others. Some of you, you're here because you've lost your way. Some of you are just very spiritual, and maybe you're going to sense that, yeah, it's hard for me to wait. It's hard for me to believe in divine faith and divine timing, that everything happens for a reason. I get it. You know, just because we understand these laws does not make it any easier, really. It helps a little bit. It helps a lot sometimes. It helps you give you a reality check. But sometimes it still stinks. But they're really saying, hold on. I'm going to say this for my Sagittarius because there seems to be a theme here. They're saying God's coming back to you. You know, we will make our presence known to you if that's what your truly heart desires. Sagittarius in particular, you might be getting your awakening next. Actually, they're saying yes, you are. It's for some reason, I don't know. Okay, Cody brain's thinking too much. So, as you wait, you can find these miracle moments happening to you. I don't know why, I'm just picturing, maybe because my friend, I just picture you having this really, really miraculous moment where the energy will slow down. You'll be in public, maybe. I'm imagining my friend, who I know is a Sagittarius, who lives in New York City. I'm imagining him just being amidst the blur of, you know, all the people rushing around at night with all the lights up around Christmas time, or whenever. And despite all the people being there, having this slowing down moment of awe and realization and awakening, which I don't know if that's going to happen to him or any of you out there, but your awakening is coming, they are saying, in divine and perfect timing, which is a part of you doing your work as well as you kind of meeting God and the angels halfway. And again, the awakening isn't so much it's going to be shocking because you've been living a dream this whole time, and it doesn't make this reality any less real. It literally feels like you're connected to a higher you. You know, Source and the angels are just like, come on, wake up. And then you begin to gain consciousness up there. And you begin to realize, oh, what? But again, in your higher self. And there's somebody like, wake up, hello. You've been asleep long enough. It's time for you to be kind of creating your dream reality down here a little bit, and to be making some changes so we can change the vibration of this planet, okay? So, wait for this transformation to happen to you. As much as you are so eager and wanting these blessings to be coming your way, trust that it'll be fantastic the moment it's supposed to happen. So we have guidance here. Ooh, okay, interesting. We have romance, and I'm getting, it's not so much a romance in the physical between you and someone else. Some of you really want that. They're saying it's not this time. Yes, you may, for some of you, whatever. This is about, wow, spiritual healing. Really about these two energies coming together and commingling and becoming one. And this makes sense again for some of you who I've said that, you know, you're super in the lower chakras and you're cut out in your higher chakras, your more spiritual ones, and you're super connected with this physical reality, but not so much spiritual, that is a part of you. So you feel that you need to get back to it, and you're getting there. This is what's coming. Just trust that you will be led in divine and perfect timing to have this beautiful moment of pure divine love within yourself. For all these awakenings, your chakras get a nice, shocking, sometimes overwhelming, but it's still not scary. It's just very new and unusual. Yeah, reset almost. I know for me, it felt like all of them just went down and I got brand new ones rolled right in and they were shining and gleaming. But it could manifest in any way. You can process it any way. You're going to feel like a new person when this comes up. It might happen this week. Maybe for some of you, some maybe later this month. This seems to be a good time of awakening. It really, really seems. But again, this romance card is, again, there's that dove there of the Holy Spirit. To be knowing that God, that divine source, is in control of this marriage, will lead you to you and your higher self, back to each other, and you will feel united again. You'll feel whole again, the way you used to in your past. This is a big sign, yeah, that my fire signs might be getting their awakening soon. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited. It's crazy, but it's so worth it. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Good. Oh, interesting. So we have the outcome of improving health, but I'm getting a really, really strong message. Okay, hold on. Let me say it. So, you haven't been feeling well, right? You've been so cut off from the higher energies that it's taking its toll on your physical body, okay? You might be feeling sick, or low on energy, or frustrated, or stressed out, or nauseous, or wanting to throw up, or this or that, and they're saying part of your ego has blocked out the divine flow of energy from the infinite source of love that is life, that heals and moves you forward, and literally is what makes up your consciousness and makes you move, and is this magical thing that is real. It's just that pure energy that is everywhere and everything. Oh no. Okay, so I'm getting some of you, if you ever watched the. So okay, call out to any atheists, or not so much atheists, but people who are kind of having a grudge against the universe. Again, I had a reading for you guys before where it's you're not working with God and Source. You're thinking you could do it all by yourself. So whether this is a vendetta against Source, like you've really been hurt by religion, or maybe you're LGBT and you have some, you think God hates you things, you got to work that stuff out, and that is coming. They're saying, ooh, God does not let you die right now. God is really... Okay, that's making more sense. So the more you try to do it on your own and think that you're this hot shot and think that you can do everything without God on your side, or even if you're just housing those negative emotions and suppressing them, it's going to be toxic. It's going to build up. It's going to make you sick. It's going to make you not feel well. Okay? This is what I'm getting, as in my age-old lesson of that God never lets you down, and the wheel must turn. So which means that things must go back into balance, and you can either go with the flow of divine energy, and it could be wonderful, or at least, uncomfortable, but you're easing into it and it's less of a shock, or divine source has to shake things up with you, and from your perception it's gonna be a little ugly. This is not a threat, this is just reality of, if you're trying to control too much and do too much, and you're cut off from your literal source of love and light and existence, if you're cut off from that, your energy, the more you spend it, the more it's gone. And especially if you're not loving yourself, you're not going to be receiving it from yourself or other people, and your energy is going to be depleting and depleting and depleting until you get very, very weak. So when that happens, God will save you, and it probably will be that very powerful energetic awakening, but it may not come the way that you would like it. They're really saying, yeah, guys, see what, be mindful of what you're doing to yourself. Your health is improved. Okay, so they're saying your health will improve one way or another. Like, there is no real death in the long sense, but you can get very, very sick if you are the ones who are, doing that. If you're cut off from source, that's the Lucifer experiment. If you ever watched Spirit Science, where it's like, I don't know if that cute cartoon about Atlantis was so accurate, but that's what's coming to my mind about when you try to do things your own way and become very egoic and very aggressive and, rude and mean that way. You don't have life source energy coming into you. So that just leads to less and less of it, which is spiritual death. Again, I'm not here to scare you. I don't want you guys to be afraid, and this isn't even a scary thing. It just really is understand how energy works. You're not gonna die, but from this third dimensional reality, you might be attracting some negative things to jolt you awake. Your higher self may be saying, oh, my ego self down here, okay, let's send a shock wave because he's not getting it, he's not waking up. So, you on the higher end is gonna okay it. But you down here, because you're not connected with your higher self and you're not connected with God and divine source, you're not going to get why it's happening to you. You're going to get more and more bitter, and you're going to house more of that negative energy within you, and it's really making you sick. So here's our last things here. Overall theme and message and guidance and meditation and a block. Ooh, be assertive. They're saying you've been so assertive with making their life the way that you want it to be in the physical reality. Stop waiting for things to happen to you. Spiritually, be assertive. Use your energy to connect. To say, you know what? I will be heard, and I will speak to you. And if you just do that and you set the intention, upward or spiritually, you'll find some of that energetic blockage breaking down. You might get emotional. You're going to have to get more loving, and that's going to cause some vulnerability and pain because it's not easy for you. You're proud. You're the big egos. I love you guys, but you're the big egos on campus. But as you do that, as you make the conscious choices, not wait around for something to happen that you disbelieve, that you don't believe in it, so you're going to say, oh yeah, God, make this happen, so I believe in you. No, they're saying you need to make the choice. You need to go to them, because they're there. They're already here. Okay? Because even if they did do something, you're still going to be better and be like, oh, that was just a coincidence. So no matter what they do, it's about you making the conscious choice and decision in your mind to be like, you know what? I want to connect spiritually. I want to believe in this again. I feel that I'm missing something in my life, and I'm trying to get it in this third dimensional reality, and that ain't happening, so I need to make the change. Okay? That is what they're saying. Take off your mask. Wow. Let your light shine. Because you're not being yourself. You have that egoic mask of who you want people to see you as. You want that status. Rewatch the video from last week, people. Because your block is helpful people. You're not. Oh my God. They're not. They're lovingly upset. Because they send people your way to help you and you dismiss them. Or they do send things your way and you dismiss them, or you don't believe in it, and that's your choice. You have all the support from Spirit on your side, but it's you who's not having faith and you who's not believing. Okay? You need to make the choice. You need to make the change. It comes from you. You create your reality. It's up to you, and we know you can do it. And so it is. I can still feel them. They're lovingly reaching out to you guys. They're being a bit stern, and my angels get stern with me too. Always from a place of love, kind of like parents. It's like, hey, you're not getting it, so we'll say a little bit more stern. It's still from a place of love. Okay? But it's because you got to hear it. You have to hear it, and you have to do it if you want the positive change to be happening in your life. Only you can save yourself. You are divine source. You control your reality. You have free will. Okay? Believe in yourself. If you want to connect, you need to be the one connecting. Make the choice. You are more powerful. You're using your powers in the opposite direction. Just change it, okay? Take a moment this week, guys, to really meditate on this, to take these messages in, to let it transform you, and to have a spiritual experience this week. And then you probably will, have a very impactful awakening. And I would love to hear those stories if that does happen for you. Even if you're already spiritual and had awakening before, you always get new ones. You keep ascending. So, they love you. I love you. They're not sorry for what they said, but they want to make sure that you know that you were loved by God. You were loved by source energy. You were loved by the angels. You're not punished. It's just you need to come to them. They can't force you to do anything. You have free will. You need to make the choice. They want you to understand that, okay? Please come home, they're saying. You will always be welcome. You will always be forgiven. Always, always, always. With open arms. They love you. God loves you. You can do nothing to ever make God disown you, okay? And hey, I love you too. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I love you guys so much. Namaste.